We're joined by Matthew Coe. He is a scouter with Scouts Canada. Now, you guys have something pretty cool that has just popped up, and something that I know as a parent I am definitely appreciating. We were out at 7 o'clock last night blowing bubbles because, well, my kids are 7 and 9 and are looking for things to do. But you guys now have something called the Kidtastic Activity Generator. What is this for those who don't know and haven't heard about it just yet?
Um, the Kidtastic Activity Generator is a way that we decided to reach out to parents, to families all across Canada. You know, we all know that with the holidays behind us, school's back in session, there's a bit of that winter blah. What do we do now? Days are short. It's cold. How do we keep having fun? And we went to our youth across Canada in the scouting program and found some of the things that they like to do in the winter and created a really straightforward way for parents and their kids to find something fun to do that gets them outdoors, gets them creative, gets them doing something interesting, and a lot of the time on a budget with the materials that are uh, at hand.
I know I had an opportunity to kind of check it out and kind of type in a few things. So it's this cool generator. You type in your kid's age, and a few other things which you can tell me a little bit about in a second. But tell us a little bit about what people can expect. You mentioned they're on budgets, they're creative, you get outside. Give me an example of one of the activities that may be generated through this.
Yeah, absolutely. As you work through it, you kind of filter through, okay, your age range. You said your kids are 7 and 9. Um, you decide, oh, they want to do something outdoors. They want to do something indoors. So let's do something outdoors, maybe looking for that, 8+ age range. And then you say, well, normally it's getting around, -20, -30, -40 these days. Maybe I don't want to be outdoors that long. And as you make these choices, it filters down the things that have basically been removed, that are no longer either the difficulty level is too high, or you ask for outdoors, so we'll get rid of the indoor stuff. And just those three choices will bring you down to two great things to do outdoors. One of them is do-it-yourself snowshoes. So who doesn't love that sensation, walking across frozen ice where you're actually still standing on it, hoping that it doesn't give way underneath your feet? So you can create that feeling for yourself anywhere with these snowshoes. And another one is a really important skill that we teach in scouting, the single flame fire, where how do you learn how to build a campfire so that it'll stay up and you only need one match to get it going.
So not only are these going to be fun activities, it keeps us as parents busy, keeps the kids busy, but they're also learning life skills, the things you would learn if you were in Scouts.
Yeah, and even beyond stuff that's relevant for camping. Our whole mission, our whole vision is to help prepare kids to be ready for whatever they want to do in in their adulthood, in their life. So yes, the framework that we use is in the outdoors, is in camping, but they're learning skills across the board. They're learning skills that are going to be relevant for whatever they're doing. And all the activities in the generator follow that same framework of plan, do, review that we talk about. So it goes over, what do you need to do this? How do you actually make this happen yourself as someone who's 7 or 9 years old? And then once you've done that, what did you learn from that? How do you do it better the next time? And that's a big part of our framework, is giving kids the confidence and the skills they need to decide what they want to do and be successful with it, with parental, let's say, supervision, because we want the kids to be able to do this themselves.
Why is it so important to have something like this available?
Well, we have found we've found some studies, and we've asked around with our with our families, the wider scouting family. There's a lot of research showing that teenagers in Canada don't get let's say the ideal amount of physical activity every day. So let's get outdoors. Kids love being outdoors and doing things. Um, and especially in late January, early February, the days are shorter. It's colder. We're not getting as much fresh air as usual, and there's been a lot of talk in the last 10, 20 years about seasonal affective disorder. And this is something that affects all ages. And in fact, the Canadian Psychological Association was saying that youth, 12 to 24, are more strongly affected by seasonal affective disorder. So we think it's really important that kids get outdoors, get that light, get that fresh air, even in short doses because it's super cold. But we think it's really important. So we thought let's let's make sure that not just kids who are in the program can do this. Let's use what we've learned as a leading youth organization in Canada. We have all of this history, so let's share what we've learned with the rest of Canada.
Share it with the community. That's the way to go.
Exactly.
You mentioned it a little bit earlier about how it works, but can
Mhm.
you get a little more in detail, just telling people you head on over to the website and then the process from there as to how to get things working?
Absolutely. It's really easy to get started. Just go online, go to scouts.ca/kidtastic, Kidtastic, Kidtastic. Read through a brief introduction. At the bottom of that page itself is the generator, and you from there you sort out what category of thing you want to do, whether it's winter survival type stuff, or crafts, or adventures to go on. Um, your setting, indoors, outdoors, your age range, which aligns with the different age ranges that we have in the program, from 5 and up. So let's get the littlest of kids going on these adventures. How long you want to be out there, and sorry, not skill range, but your skill level, or more to the point, your child's skill level. And you'll see, you know, once you've dialed all that in, it'll break down to one, two, three things to do, or don't fill anything out and take your choice from everything.
For those who are interested in learning more, not only about obviously this generator, which you just mentioned where they can find that, but just learning about Scouts overall, and if they're interested in getting their kids involved, how can they find out more information?
Best place to go is scouts.ca. Everything about the program and how to get involved is right there and very easy to navigate.